machinja tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka kumachinja tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka kualaenzi tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka kualaenzi tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka kudzwai mambo tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka MDC tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka kudzwai mambo kudzwai mambo kudzwai mambo vachamisa tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka nachamisa tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka kudzwai mambo kudzwai mambo kudzwai mambo kudzwai mambo tinofamba nomweya mutsvene tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka machinja tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka kualaenzi tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka Zimbabwe tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka Zimbabwe tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka pakuwina tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka uyai mambo uyai mambo uyai mambo tikashinga tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka tikashinga tinofamba tinofamba mweya mutsvene tinofamba tinofamba kwamutoko vanofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka machinja anofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka kupindura anofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya muharare tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka vachamisa tinofamba kumasvingo tinofamba nomweya mutsvene mweya wakanaka titumbisa tinofamba.
Yes. Good morning. Good afternoon. There is an echo sound. Hello, viewers and listeners. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all of you from wherever you are. Lingabe lichona njani mthwakazi omuhle, sesiphendukele njalo, maswera sei, mamuka sei, marara sei, muri yeZimbabwe tadzoka zvakare. Nhasi ndadzoka nechirongwa chiri unique, semwedzi wemadzimai kudai March. We all know that March is a women's month. I'm back with my team here. I hope you are going to enjoy. Sesiphendukele njalo, umbimbitho umnyaka wabomama sonke siyakwazi. Namhla sililethele uhlelo olumnandi, uhlelo lwabomama, but we are not saying this is confined to women only. We want also you men to listen. We want to groom the new men that is gender sensitive. So we urging you to stay to support us. Thank you so much. I would want to take this opportunity to introduce you to my guests today. My first guest is none other than my sister Samantha Gumbo. Samantha Gumbo, she will tell us kuti ndiani vanomboita nezvei, asi Samantha Gumbo is a gender activist, is a feminist. I know she's a passion also with the vulnerable and also the orphans. So we are going to hear more. Kuti vatiwigira chi. Sister Samantha, can you please greet our viewers and listeners? Thank you.
Hello viewers, I hope mese munofara kwamuri kumativi mane enyika, tinovimba muri vatano kunyanya munguva ino yeCovid. I hope you're masking up and you're keeping healthy in this difficult time. Chisa mbama chisa.
Yes. Thank you so much. Comrade Samantha is also a politician. Ndofunga mangozvinzwa mega habvunzwi hanzi rupawo rwawo ruri pachena. Thank you so much, Sister Samantha. My second guest, but I know today she's there to support us. She's none other than my comrade More Blessing Nyambara. Comrade More Blessing Nyambara, would you want to greet my viewers, or maybe you greet them when you join?
Let me just I won't say much. Makadi vatereri and our viewers tinokuchingamidzai muchirongwa chemadzimai, mwedzi wemadzimai. Tiri kumbokoshesa madzimai tichikudza utungamiriri hwechikadzi. Saka tinokuchingamidzai, tinokukokai nemi varume vaimboteerera zuva ranhasi. Nhasi ndingoripo zvangu chikubatsirai technically. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much. More Blessing is my team, the crew behind the scene. But Nangoto is a mudzimai mumuone. I won't reveal the other one because he is a male, so I won't reveal him. But I just want to play to say I'm so happy to be with you guys. You are a wonderful team to work with. We as we are commemorating the Women's Day, the Women's Month. I think we all know Kutitangatine Women's Day on the 8th of March. We are still commemorating women leaders. We know our theme was had something to do with the COVID-19, the women in leadership and the COVID-19, how we succeeded, or how we treated this COVID-19, or how the COVID-19 affected us as women leaders. So without wasting much of your time, I just want to say this show that you are seeing now, we are live on Zimbabwe, we are live on our Change Radio, we are also live on Lighthouse News. We're also live on our YouTube new channel of Change Radio. So those who can share, can you please share and like us and share as much as possible? We want this message to reach as many people as possible. Thank you so much. I'm now going to my guest, Sister Samantha. Would you please tell us about yourself? I know you hold so many jackets. The viewers and listeners would want to know who exactly is Samantha Gumbo.
Okay, zita rangu ndinoitwa Samantha Gumbo. Ndakakurira kuzvishane ndokwa ndakakurira. And generally ndingori passionate about my issues are pertaining to vanhu vechikadzi, be it women in leadership or just women in general. Whether munhu wechikadzi kwandiri munhu akandikoshera. Saka ndosaka ndichi-emphasize zvinhu zvakawanda zvandinoda kudzidzisa mukurarama kwangu pamusoro pezvinhu zvevakadzi. Ndichinzwisisa futi kuti vakadzi vakawanda vatinorarama navo pane message yatinofanirwa kuramba tichiparidza yekusimbisana kuti especially like topic yedu yeleadership I'm to understand kuti many of us women, we don't know kuti we can be leaders. Hatina vanhu vanoti encourage all the time kuti we can actually be in leadership places. Saka zvinhu zvakandikoshera kuti inini ndogona kuti izwi rangu rikwanisewo kuti rimotivate vamwe vakadzi, asi rine kubatanidzirawo vamwe varume, because ndinoziva kuti pane vamwe varume vari gender sensitive, vanozvinzwisisa, vano appreciate, handiti kuappreciate, kukosha kwemukadzi. Saka ndine organization yangu yandinoita women emancipation, yokudzidzisa vanhu vechikadzi, nyangwe ari mabasa emaoko, nyangwe ari zviri zvinhu zvekuenda kuchikoro, zvinhu zvekudzidzisana. Tinoitawo kana iwo malive ekuti tidzidzisane about zvirwere, like just to edify on munhu wechikadzi. But we also appreciate, I want to emphasize that we also appreciate vanhu vechirume in our living, because it has to be a balanced world at the end of the day. Saka inini ndiri accountant by profession, although ndichizoita hangu zvekubatsira ndiri passionate ndichizoita women emancipation ne-activism nechi, but I am so passionate, and I want to see a better world, especially a better Zimbabwe, where I think if we have women in the right positions, we can do so much more, because we are empathetic people, which is what is lacking mostly in our era today. We don't have empathetic leaders. Saka I'm really happy kuti ndive ndiri panapa, pamwe ndingakwanisawo kuti ndiimpate maonero angu, especially when it comes to women in leadership.
Okay. Thank you so much, Comrade Samantha. I will call you, my name is Comrade Sister, because I know you are an activist. Viewers and listeners, you are listening to our program, Women in Leadership, and your host is Comrade Babs. We are talking to Samantha about women in leadership. Comrade Samantha, you spoke of Putin. Women, they are leaders, but some of them, they don't know how exactly to be in those leadership positions, or how they can identify their capacity, or kuti vazive kuti inini ndinogona kuleader. Imimi semunhu anoshanda nemadzimai, muri kufungidzira kuti kana kuti munoona sekuti tingaita sei kuti tibatsirane nemamwe madzimai kuti awe in leadership, because we know kuti for development, especially sustainable development, to be there has to be women. Also looking at the issue of 50-50, we cannot reach that 50-50 when women are not there, are not participating, because men are saying kuti muda kungoiswa, muda kungoti tingokutorai tingokuisai pazvigaro zvamusina kushandira. So vanouya sei vanamai? Is there enough information on how women can fully participate into these organizations, or into these spaces? What do you think we can do, isusu as women, as other women that are already in leadership?
Firstly, leader Barbara, I want people to understand one thing. People stereotype, and with an identity comes a certain stereotype. The same with race, the same as what you identify. You have to, as a woman, it is important to understand that before you are a woman, you are a human being. And semunu arimunu unema capabilities. Anemunu wesi. Saka zvakakosha kuti was we identify, it's important to choose how you identify yourself, what you identify with. So before you say I'm a woman, you have to first acknowledge that I'm a human being. I'm a capable human being. So kana wakuzotaura kuti I'm a capable human being, uchaona kuti waseta a level yekuti, which means I can also do what the men do. I can still be a CEO because it doesn't, break that stereotype. Zvandataura zvokuti pane zvimwe zvinhu zvokuti if you identify, it's all in the mind also. Kuti iwewe uri, how do you identify as? Once you decide how you identify as, it breaks mamwe barriers or angari pokudhara. So the next thing also that I want to say is, as much as we want women in leadership, it's important to also acknowledge that not all of us can be leader. Saka zvakakosha kuzoti, iwewe if you want to be a leader, it's important to be groomed. Nevanhu vatori maybe in those positions of leadership, you have to be groomed. So I'm also acknowledging kuti, as much as zvinongo apply kuvanhu vechirume, kuti some people are naturally born leaders, it also applies kuvanhu vechikadzi. But I've noticed kuti vanhu vechikadzi are very hesitant, because the truth is leadership is zvinhu zvakaoma kutungamirira vanhu, because une zvinhu zvaunosangana nazvo zvakaita seku pamwe kutukwa. I know vanhu vakati kuti upinde mubasa, upiwe kana basa rekuita manager, kana like even not a big manager but just a manager, unoudzwa zvinhu zvekuti uchaenda kumaternity leave, saka things like those. But iwewe semukadzi ukakwanisa kuzvi-identify, it's important, ndoda kuemphasize, it is about how you as a woman identify yourself. Pane vanhu who want to identify themselves as a mother, that's okay. But if you identify yourself to say, I am a leader, which means you're willing to go to the top, even if you get help, but you have to identify with yourself to say, I am a leader, and then you work towards being a leader. Yes, it's not easy. It's not an easy road. But atina motivation. Women, we also don't motivate each other enough. Kuti, Barbara, you can do it. You can be that. You can be Madam President. You can still do it. But we don't have a nature. I think maybe we still have a long way in motivating kuti munhu wechikadzi timotivate all the way to the top. But we don't realize how important mukadzi can make a big difference. Governments akawanda andoziya nevanhu vechikadzi, they are more peaceful. I think ukaona kana kuno kuGermany, as much as ndiri kuGermany, but ukaona Angela Merkel, do you really think, if you see even her leadership, yes, she's a leader, but she's got empathy. Which is not like I'm saying men don't have empathy, but women make peaceful, they are highly likely to be peaceful leaders. And because we are empathetic, to know we pay attention to what motivates, to what people want. So now imagine, as much as we mix the government, 50-50. Tikaita 50-50, just imagine the type of balance that would be, even in Zimbabwe, Chayo. Imagine the balance that would be there. All of these things that we are crying about, the health system. Nasinanchiona video yevakadzi vangu vachitaura kuti kana kuenda kugomo chaiko zvinhu hazviko. Saka chifunga kuti dai papane munhu wechikadzi anoziva kuti ndikapinda mulabor zvinoita sei. Munofunga kuti zvinhu zvingadai zvichiitika izvi. It would have been a different scenario altogether because of the empathy that balance is very important. But andingazoti atipiwe zvinzvimbo, yes, but we also are not taking the initiative to actually want to be in those positions of leadership. Saka existing leaders should be able to pull up those aspiring leaders. Kuti ngatisumuke tiwande. And then the more we are, the more change there will be.
Yes, that's correct, leader Samantha. There, if you are a leader and you haven't groomed other leaders, then you are a very bad leader. A leader should be able to groom other leaders. And you know what you are saying, Kuti. Most countries, most companies that have got women are leaders, they are prospering, they are doing very well. I will just give you an example of a company in Zimbabwe. I don't know whether you know a company called Lafarge that makes cement. That company is very prosperous because the CEO of that company is a woman. And I came to know first of this company when they introduced a breastfeeding policy. They've got a very good breastfeeding policy, Samantha, that, you know, all their breastfeeding workers, they breastfeed at work. Their babies are brought to work. They breastfeed at work. They've got a room that is very beautiful. Even the colors is painted purple. You know, the environment is conducive. They are given the utensils. They are given everything. So the room is so relaxing. So you see, the reason why they introduced that, if you are a breastfeeding mother and you are working and mwana wako ari kumba uko uchiyasozwa kuti mwana haana kuyamwa, hauna mari yekutenga formula, you won't work, you won't produce much, you won't put your energy kubasa. So this woman thought kuti kana tikawa providera these facilities for breastfeeding, we would do our produce or our results, they will improve, or we have high returns. And for sure they are having high returns. Inini Lafarge ndandisingaizivi, ndaiziva inonzi cycle cement, inoitwa kubulawayo. That's the only cement that I knew. I never knew of Lafarge. I only knew of Lafarge when I heard of this breastfeeding policy. Now they've got a very good policy on COVID-19. If you go to their website and read about their COVID-19 policy, how their workers, their workers, they are well protected. They've got the PPEs, they've introduced online shopping, online buying, they deliver, and you think it's a company that is in the Western countries, and yet it's a company in Zimbabwe, and it's being headed by a woman. So I'm just trying to second what you are saying. It's true. If we give capable women opportunities, this country, they will turn around this country in no time. And I also agree when you said, Samantha, it's not all that are leaders. Yes, I agree. Not all women are leaders, not all men are leaders. So you just have to identify your talent. Where are you good at? Because it's not all about I just want to be a leader. I've seen this kazhinji politics. That's the reason why tisingakuri politics, because munhu anongofunga kuti kana ndikaita chairperson ndakutoqualify kuita MP, kana ndikaita ndakutokwanisa whereas pane vamwe vanhu vanenge vatori capable, vanokwanisa kunotimirira, vanokwanisa kunoproduce results ku parliament, and yet some of the women, they just go there and keep quiet, votopinda zvavo pamute, and wozotishoresa futi nevarume kuti munoda kuzvigaro but hamugoni kuzvishandira. So I agree with you there. You are 100% correct. And then we coming now to issue imini to be where you are. I know you are a leader, you are a politician. Maybe before you came to Germany, you were in Zimbabwe, and maybe you're also a leader. I'm not yet sure kuti my shanda basare ku Zimbabwe, but I know kuti you are a leader, maybe even church, kana in your community, as a woman. we know that our society is still patriarchal. Did you face any problems? How did you makakunda sei kuti muzosvika pamuri? It's not easy, because I know even for you to make a decision that I'm going to Germany, I know it is not an easy. Most women would want to migrate, Samantha, but some of them, because they are married, their husband will tell them you cannot go. But if a man, even if he is married, if he wants to migrate, you will just make a decision on his own. Takutoenda kunogara ku UK. Yo hautombopiwi even mukana wekuti udeliberate uri kushanda utonzi takutoenda ku UK. But iwewe mukadzi ukati utiwo kumurume takuenda ku UK, murume will tell you kuti handiudzwi zvokuita nemukadzi. So what is your say? What is your take on that one?
I have to say, it's not easy. This is the first thing. I think that emphasize being in a leadership role. It's hard work, Barbara. It's hard work, because not only do you put in your work, but you also have to suffer criticism. You have to but it's that thing, Yakuti, once you are a good leader, if you I think there's something that I wanted to also highlight, that if you are a good follower, you will make a good leader. Because once you are a good follower, it means waiterera ma instructions uchigona kuteredzera zvawaiudzwa pawaiudzwa kunzi gadzira ichi chiwaita, that will make you highly likely a very good leader. I think that is the other thing that a person can identify with. Once you become usually a good follower, unonga uchigona kuteerera, which means nyangwe when you are eventually at that top position, you are able to pay attention to what the people that are reporting to you want. You're able to motivate, because you've been in that position before. And semuna ngambori position you wazosvika pa a position where you can make the change that you wanted to see when you were just a regular employee. That's the first thing. And then to answer the question, yekuti kunzi munhu akati ngatimuve, inini Barbara, I actually think that one is more of a domestic issue, because izvi zvazvekuti mumarriage yenyu munofanira kuve mune kunzwisisana. Pane kumwe kwekuti yes mapinda marriage, but inini as a wife I'm a helper. I'm not handisi muranda mumarriage, ndiri helper. So these decisions are supposed to be spoken about. Kuti, is this a lucrative decision? Can we make this move and still be okay we have to talk about these things? Because if we don't talk about these things, usually, yes, I know when we're chirume, we always talk about how they are egotistical leaders and women are intrinsic, emotional people. So it's important to embrace kuti, like I said, it's a domestic one. We are moving, or just simple decisions. It's important that these decisions be spoken about by the two main parties, which is the mukadzi nemurume. It cannot be a marriage when pasina kuteererana, because that communication is very, very important.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It's just you said kuti I think dependa futi ne ma skills, maybe communication skills, kuti how you put your decision across, or how you usually communicate mumba machona imomo. But let's say wapinda pa position ye leadership, let's say we're in politics, maybe you want to do politics, and your partner is not into politics, and what effect does it have for a woman, a leader, not to have a supportive partner? Do you think kuti kana usina a very good supportive system, unothrive here as a woman, one. And also kana leadership machona imomo, do you think kuti the issue of PhD also contributor to my failures edu as women taking up decision making positions? I just want you to maybe to expand on these two issues that I've just raised, so that we move on.
All right. Ndoda kutanga nda-addressa the PhD issue. I don't know, maybe kuti makambozvinotisa kuti in this era yatiri kurarama, there are many women that have the same qualifications as men, or even better. But the problem is, yatambotaura paipai, you're not willing to, as a woman, you're not willing to assert yourself and take charge, or hauna motivation iyoyo, or just people notice how good you are and actually zvekuguruma into that space where you can actually make decisions by people that know that you surround with. You're surrounded by. Saka, if those people don't motivate you, or if you don't be assertive enough to take that position, I can also make those decisions, you are highly likely not going to be heard. Saka, zvakakosha kuti iwewe semukadzi, isusu sevakadzi, tiwane support system, be it from men, be it from the women. And also, it's not only reliant on the support system, but iwewe, you should also be willing to step into that limelight and take charge and say, I can also make decisions. Because zvandataura, pane vakadzi vakawanda vatori nema-qualifications akangofanana nevanhu vamuri kuti ma-big boss iwaya, vatoripowo vakadzi who can actually fit in those shoes, but maybe they're just not brave enough. Or procrastination chaiyo yekuti maybe next year, maybe mangwana, because hauna that motivation, you don't have someone to push you. Barbara, you're a leader, you are saying, Samantha, you can do it, or more blessing, you can do it, Itaenda, you can do it, but we don't have that culture yokumotivatana kuti Barbara, you can do it. And when you are in that position, munhu akumotivata obva amira newe ipapo. I think that's the other thing, kuti vanhu vanoita kunge uri kusaidzirwa. Then when you look for those people that were with you vachikumotivata kuti uende in that leadership position, you still need that support system. And kana uda kujoina politics, une murume asiri kuda zvepolitics, I think it's also important to establish kuti it's important kuti tizive kuti Barbara, you are your own person. Before I'm husband and wife, we are still individuals at the end of the day, but we still have to respect each other and respect each other's wishes. Nezvatiri kuda kuzoachieve, nema-reasons auri kuda kuzviitira. Saka, we cannot always agree on everything, but I think it's important to say, Barbara, if you choose to be a politician and your husband should be in a space that is motivational to you, anofanira kukusupporta, you need that support system. Because I keep emphasizing, leadership is not easy. It is a gerky road. Unosangana nekutsoropodzwa, nekushungurudzwa. Whereas by just identifying as a woman, it is not easy.
Okay. Thank you so much, Leader Samantha. You know what? When we were talking about the pull down syndrome, even I think we also have we still have got a lot of work to do in terms of conscientizing women, because me being a seasoned politician who started as a trade unionist, I've seen this happening. men, because of their stature in society, because of patriarchy, they can convince women easily. They can, to an extent of giving women money to abandon you, not to support you as a woman. Some women would rather vote for a man instead of voting you as a woman, because vanenge wapiwa mari, or because they will be like they start as these smearing campaigns to say don't vote Ningi, yeah, because of this, and yet we see the same men that are saying that they're doing this exactly worse things than what the other woman is doing. So I think we need to start from there as women. But also, Samantha, in my experience as a leader, I've noticed kuti kana kuti I concluded that for one to be a leader, a successful leader, you have to have self-confidence, and you have to know your weaknesses and your strengths. You capitalize on your strengths and you work on your weaknesses. You also perform kuperforma zvezvo zvekuti unodarika even chero varume, so that no one will say kuti we don't want this, uyu hatimudi because of this. So you just have to isusu as women tinofanira kutoita better than men, so that we ende uchiita better kudaro usaita uchirwadziwa, ita wakashinga uchiyazoziva kuti your objective, because we have been sidelined for a long time, and it will take years for men to have faith in us, to say kuti we are good leaders. They know in the homes tisi tinolida mahomes, ndosaka pakazobuda adage iya yekuti musha mukadzi, because they know kuti a home without a woman is not a home. Look at homes of single women and look at homes of single men, and wondiudza kuti musha unoratidzika ndeupi. I'm not despising men. I know there are some men who are very good in these chores, the gender roles that were given by the society. So you just have to identify your strengths, and then ukaperforma. I've seen kuti women will support you. I'm a very good example, Samantha. Inini handina problem. Women supported me from day one, even ndichiri kulabor. They supported me, even ku politics, they supported me. Why? Because I'm a performer and I work with women. I have passion with women. I can identify women who've got talent, and I've mentored women, and I'm still mentoring women. I'm that woman who wants to go to the top. Newamwe wakadzi. I'm not selfish. I don't want kuti tiende ndiri ndega. But then we have other women who are selfish, who don't want other women pama side pao. They would rather go vari wega ukoko, and then kana vazoita ma problems, they now come down and want the same women to support them when they were not even promoting them when they were at the top. So it's just a matter of weighing my pros and cons, kuti zvinondipa mileage ndezvipi. You rather play with women and sympathize with them, teach them and mentor them, so that they won't be this pulled down syndrome. Inini, I'm one person who can argue that there's pulled down syndrome. I can argue because there's nothing like that. Inini ndokuudza kuti there's nothing like that. Inini, I can tell you that because I've seen it. If you work with them, wanamai chavasingadi, Samantha, kuzvidzwa, kutsvinyirwa. Vamwe vakadzi vanoti kana wakwira up there vakutanga kutsvinyira vamwe vanhu, havachavaoni sevanhu, especially my MPs. Havachadi kuti vanhu vakwire mota dzavo, but forgetting kuti mota yachona tisaka kusapota kuti uende uko undopinda undopiwa mota iyoyo. So you see, even chero sympathy chayo usifind kuti ukaita problem, some women will not sympathize with you, because in what I've seen, vakadzi vane like when you started you said emotional. Vakadzi, they are emotional. I think takatongozvarwa takadaro, kana kuti the society ndo yakatiisa ma emotions because of the imbalances that were created by the society.
I think ndo masikirwa atakangoitwa, Barbara. kwetomboti society, we are just an emotional, we are just an emotional kind. Because if you notice, it's that being emotional is up to you how you use it. It's a tool. If you want to use it, you can use it for the better, you can use it for the worse. If you it's ndingati chi zvakafanana nedomasi kuti unogona kushandisa kubika supu kana vamwe vanoshandisa cabbage, unogona kushandisa kubika cabbage kuribika kana kuti kurisa salad. That is a person's choice on how they use their emotions. Ndozvandofunga, because there are people that use their emotions positively. Ndachida kurifera kune issue yaungotaura yelafarge. Wazotaura futi zvekuti unofanira kuidentifya mastrengths ako. In my head, pamangoshitaura ndaichifunga how when a woman is a leader, you are at the top. You know, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I cannot do these other 3. And then you delegate people that you know. You create a functioning body. You can create a functioning body iwewe as a woman leader. You cannot always, like Atisi said, we are not gifted in every aspect, but you can create a functioning body. What delegate kuti anogona kuita finance ndiani, anogona kuita it. What delegator, and you delegate sensibly, not the delegator zvine sense zvokuti mangwana iwewe hazvizokunyudze kuti iwewe you are a bad leader. Because once you create a functioning body, the whole body functions in the right way and you achieve your goals effectively and efficiently. I think that is very, very important.
Yes. Thank you so much, our viewers and listeners. Unfortunately, I cannot see your comments. I don't know whether more blessing. If you are seeing the comments, I'll give you an opportunity to read the comments because my technical guy here, I think is doing something. I can't see your comments, but I hope you are following and you are enjoying, and I hope also you are taking notes. Viewers and listeners of what you are saying. We've got a powerful lady here, powerful woman. Ndofunga mese murungo zvinzirawo. You are tuning in, you are tuned in to Zim-I, to Change Radio and to Lighthouse. Muchifamba zvenyu na Comrade Babs. Tichikurukura nyaya dzegender dzatinoti gender issues. Samantha, what your organization, you said is to emancipate women, and I hope you're working with women in Zimbabwe. Is it, have you started or is just starting? Have you worked with some women already, or you are yet to identify the women? Can you tell us, Kuti, so far, Muripapi, this organization? I know there are people that are watching, people that are in Zimbabwe, people that would want to benefit from this organization. I know vakatomirira so kuti vazive kuti pawangonzwa kunzi mimi munoshanda neorganization inonzi women yanzi women emancipation dream. So you know, if it's a dream, pane vamwe vatori nehope. There are some ladies with dreams, Samantha. Hope dzavakarota kare dziri kuda kumirira kuzadzikiswa. Maybe iwewe ndiwe uchafulfill their dreams. Maybe this is the right opportune time. Can you tell us more about this organization?
Okay. Basically, organization, yes, it focuses on emancipating women, but we don't only focus on financial, but we also focus on emancipating mind, yemun. Because it also, we believe that it starts in the mind. And what you perceive, and so I think it's important to know what we try to bring forth to the women in Zimbabwe. We want to emphasize you can still be where you want to be. Because as it is, mamiriro akaita Zimbabwe haana kumira mushe, and semamiriro asina kuita mushe, we want women to rise to the occasion, and then also have a platform yekuti vakwanise kuti they make better themselves. Saka yes, we have women that we have worked with. Usually tinoita zvekuti tinopartner nemamwe organizations anodhila nevanhu vechikadzi. So even if it's abused women, we know where we partner nema organizations ekuti if you want to have a safe house, we can take you to a safe house. But when it comes to emancipation, we teach also about we are also trying to remove, especially now, mental health, wellness, especially in this COVID-19 time where people are in lockdown and all of that. And when people are locked down, you are thinking of a lot of things and you want things to get done. But so we also teach on financial literacy and how to overcome the financial burdens that we are facing in this COVID-19 time. Tinema programs ekuti tinogona kubatana nemunhu anokwanisa kudzidzisa umwe mukadzi basa remaoko, be it kubeka, be it kusona. Kana tikadzidzisa umwe wakadzi, then the cycle continues. Hopefully wewe kana wakugonawo uchadzidzisawo vamwe, tichigadzira kacycle kakadaro kuti I teach another person, the next person teaches the next person, tichigadzira kacycle kakadaro.
Yes. Thank you so much, Leader Samantha. But I don't know, during COVID, we experienced a lot of gender-based violence under lockdown. And, under Farira, the program, Yenye Wellness, do you also cover those issues? Kuti munu wanetsana mumba warukurowana mudzimba, at the same time, the person wants to be emancipated, at the same time the person mind yake at the same time arikutarisana this COVID-19 yatandisingazivi nekuti ichauya nekuti ichatora nguva yakadai. So how do you link all these? Because I know kuti maybe previously maingotarisa nyaya yepoverty, and also I forgot to say kuti issue the economy, how people are being treated under this regime, the informal sector that was crippled during lockdown. You see, it's an array of problem after problem after problem, and women always bear the brunt of all this. So imimi mama garamine that chirongwa here kana kuti mamato you've recrafted your policies or maybe to suit the current scenarios, Samantha?
Barbara, I think I'm happy that you asked this question. You know that my problems my problems are COVID-19 just amplified them. It's just COVID-19 just simply amplified those things. But these problems are existing problems. Be it gender-based violence, it has always been a disease in our society. Be it poverty, it has always been there. Be it mental health, wellness, it has always been. But COVID-19 has just amplified it. Yango amplifier chete zvinhu zvikazongoita kunge zvinhu zvinyuwane, but hazvisitomori zvinhu zvinyuwane. So we didn't actually, this has always been the plan for this organization from the word go. But now the statistics, incidents, be it gender-based violence, be it sexual cases, be it like all of these things, they're just, I'm going to increase my numbers, but they were there. We have a facility we actually have a coaching facility. A person can call you. I can also call you. I usually have a hands-on approach. especially with the women. And ndinowafonera, I create a relation. Ndonzwa kuti chi, we try to establish, I'm not a shrink, but I try to engage. Kuti ndinzwa kuti chi chiri kunetsa. I have this hands-on approach that I do. And then we have an in-house coach. And then only recently do we now have a psychiatrist who can assist NEMA issues. But usually we still talk to those to the women. It is important kwatiri kuti ti emphasize kuti nyango zvakaoma sei, nyango waudzwa, nyango zvakuomera sei mukati mesituation, you're still powerful. Vanhu vechikadzi hatinzwisise simba ratinaro. Ndo zvinongondinetsawo hangu inini semukadzi. Kuti dai taiziva simba ratinaro tisingambobvume kuti zvinhu zvakawanda zvinotiremera, but tichikwanisa kuti nyangwe taremerwa tokwanisa kusumuka, and we can still do the things that we want to do regardless of what has happened in our past. Nyangwe wakaita abusive relationship, abusive marriage, nyangwe wakambotambudzika, but you can still work. Unogona kubheka makeke, unogona kusona hembe, unogona kubika masamusa, unogona kusona mameti. Like there are a lot of things that you can do. And isusu we have a facility where we can still do that for the women. We link you up nevanhu vanokwanisa kukudzidzisai event planning, zvakawanda.
Yes. Powerful day, Samantha. I think our viewers and listeners, especially women, I think they are taking notes. I've just checked my comments. I was looking at my comments. Anofambirana nezvatiri kutaura panapa. It's just general comments. People are talking about my vaccines, tipei my vaccines, what, and the pane vanhu vari kupindura kuti no, my vaccines apiwi nema individuals. And I munopiwa ma vaccines na ED. Someone is saying kuti isusu kuno kuti tinobaiwa mahara saka imimi endai munonetsa ED. It's interesting really kuti we are having people discussing about these issues, and they think kuti being in the diaspora you unogona kupedza ma problems in Zimbabwe, yet the government is the one that is responsible for these all these problems. Yes, you said women do not know that they are powerful. They are powerful, Samantha, I agree with you. I remember kuti vakadzi vazowana a right to vote. Remember, women were not allowed to vote. We are not allowed to open bank accounts. But kuti vakadzi vazowana that right to vote, it started in Greece in 1948 when the women marched half naked. Can you imagine? Half naked. They marched half naked, but she demanded their right to vote. So women can do it. If there's something that is not right, even now, the state of the economy, Samantha, if women are serious, women wakada zvawo. If they are serious, you think if women can march vari vega, vari vakadzi vega, vakabereka vana vavo kana kuti vachifamba nevana vavo kuti vachitaura kuti tine nzara, unofunga kuti vanorohwa nani? It's just a matter of time. Women are powerful. I've got More Blessing would want to ask you something. More Blessing, when you are ready, can you mute yourself and then you take over?
I want to say something before you continue. Ndanga ndichida kutaura kuti Barbara wakambotaura nyaya yekuti vakadzi vanotaura and you can persuade vamwe kuti vaite vanovhotera Barbara. But munozati tori simba iroro but vanhu havambozvinzwisisi kuti that is ritori simba ratinaro isusu sewakadzi kuti inini ndogona kuti Barbara ngativhotere Chamisa. And todzana, but at this zive we use it for bad things. That gossiping, we gossiping. We use it for bad things. Yet we can use it for the betterment of the country, to rally people towards a certain point. That is the impact yatinayo. Yekungotaura chete, ngoti vasikana hade ngatiitei izvi. But atiishandise. Tinoda ngoshandisa zvinhu izvozvo for bad things. But ritori simba ratinaro. That is the talent, but we don't use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
that's true.
That's true.
More blessing.
Blessing.
Ndauya yei nyaya yamuri kutaura vasikana inyaya yakakora ende inyaya yatinosangana nayo zuva nezuva sevanhukadzi. Samantha, pane point yataurwa nasis Babs yokuti kuma trade unions kumapati uku vakadzi vazhinji takavaluza ende tichiri kuramba tichingovaluza every day. And to tell you, we have lost powerful women. Nenyaya yekuti vanosvika pekuti they have to choose between, or they are given an ultimatum to choose between, be it the party or the union or the husband. So how can we, because look, we have a person like, for men, we have managed, we have other women who are called vana Mrs. right now, but havatombogari nevarume vacho, or just because that guy has a very high post there, and this woman is being sacrificed to be Mrs. so that they maintain their status. But that doesn't happen when a woman is now the person who has the high post. So my question to you is, how can we manage to maintain our posts and at the same time maintaining our families? Tisingadzokere kumashure or tisingadoni. It's so disheartening to have, say, a vice president of a whole party ongofuma akati ndichakwanise vedu ndatotadza, I'm very sorry. So imagine how this party has lost, or this union has lost from such a situation. And how can we deal with this as women?
I want to say this. It might sound very insensitive, but I want us to understand, Putin. If a person is meant to be in a position, they will have integrity. They will have dedication. Come rain, come thunder, come money, come what? If it is what I want, if there's a goal that I want to achieve, I will achieve it. Saka inini, this is my opinion. This person who, if it's that they left, they were never there in the first place, or they were there for the wrong reasons. If you have a love for the cause, you will stick to the cause. I don't know, could emphasize this. Yes, we will be bothered, we are losing people because of trade unions, or sort of being bribed and all of that. But Nambotaura, leadership is not easy. And women are easily objectified. It's easy to view a woman as an object. And it's easy to understand that there are some people in positions of power that feel that we are weak. And because we are emotional, there's something that has been fabricated against you. When it has been fabricated against you, you know it's not the truth. And what are you willing to waver yourself, or that threat chakakukoshera iwewe to sunungura nyika nevana vako nevana vako chakakukoshera? Like, it's important to establish what is important to you as you are becoming a leader. That is where I feel most people lose the mark. Because I am going to refer to, yes, but Martin Luther King. You guys, you know the story. Wouldn't he have given up? But they didn't give up. Even if they had so many stones thrown. You have to find a way to endure when you're a leader. Especially when you know these battles, they will be formed against you. But you should tell them not to harm you and stick to the cause. Ukaona munhu achizojamba, if you're going to move, it means from the word go, you were not authentic. You had no real dedication to the cause and integrity apatorina, because integrity is doing what is right even when people are not looking. Saka, I personally think as much as we want to worry that we are losing women in leadership, I would view it as pruning. There are people that have the power to lead and will stick to that cause no matter what. Those are the people that we should be loyal to and motivate and give, like we should give them our strength, our vote, our dedication when they are dead. But it means they were never there in the first place. Saka kuti tizochema kuti munhu aenda, I personally think that we are crying over spilled milk. Let us focus on the strength of the people that are there. Those are my sentiments.
Okay. I think you are right there. I take it that leadership is a calling, Samantha. If you know your goal, if you know what you are doing, you are not moved. Even chero pakaita gossip, chero pakadi, you know people, they talk, they say whatever they want, especially women. There's this issue of maybe belittling each other. Tinorwadziwa neumwe mukadzi anenge akwira, instead of supporting that woman, you find kuti you end up wakufighta that woman because I don't know, maybe itengeri jealous here kana kuti chi, but I've not seen that with men. Men support each other, Samantha, no matter what. I've always told women to say, why can't we just do like men? Men, they support each other. You won't even hear them backbiting each other. You won't even hear them maybe vachidonedzana. Instead, they support each other. Unlike women, I think we still have got a lot of way to go. We just thought this program will bring education to a lot of women, ichabatsira madzimai akawanda, especially those that want to pursue their leadership, whether be it in politics, be it in churches, be it in any other organizations, and we hope kuti vakadzi from now on vachaziva kuvhoterana ivo pachavo sevakadzi, kwete kuvhotera varume. You find kuti meeting inenge ina vakadzi 50 varume 5, chairperson anobuda ari murume, but there are more women than men. And I don't know, this issue inini zvinondirwadza, Samantha, this issue yekushaya confidence vakadzi, we've got very, very low self-esteem, and we have to work very hard in that area. Kana tikangobvisa that, we'll find a lot of women taking powers, positions of decision making. I'm not sure whether I think our time is up. More blessing is our song ready. Whilst we live, we don't just want to leave people yegging here. You do have anything there, or maybe Leo didn't leave anything? I would just want to thank our viewers and listeners for being with us, for being with ZimI, for being with Change Radio, for being with Lighthouse News. I would also want to thank my guest, Samantha Gumbo from Germany, and also my technical staff and comrade there, More Blessing Nyambara, a trade unionist, a cadre. I'll bring her one day. She's got a lot to tell us. This More Blessing Nyambara, She's gone through hell. You know, the woman that has gone through hell, like what you were saying, Miss Samantha. You know, if More Blessing tells you her life, so vanhu vazhinji vanotora gidi vachipinda mudondo vachienda kundorwira rusununguko. If we have 100 women wakaita saMore Blessing, nyika tinoitora that much. I'm quite aware. I'm quite sure that will happen. Anything More Blessing before we close?
Toda kutendai vasikana nezvamaita zvinhu zvamataura izvi zvadzidzisa vakawanda. Iyeni panapa ndandakagara hangu ndichingobata-bata zvona ndichibata-bata asi ndandichidzidza zvisingaiti. Toda kukutendai and ndinofunga kuti this it's quite a road which we have to success. And chinondirwadza ndechekuti kana tarealize tasvika paself actualization kazhinji ndopo todonhera kudzokera pasi. So we really want to maintain that. So I'm sure we are going to have more conversations on how to overcome those challenges we face when we are at the top, because right now we are in the road to success and we have more women who are willing. And out there, I tell you, we have, like you said, I have a story to tell, and I always tell myself that one day I'll be able to tell it to the world. So to women out there who are aspiring leaders and those who are already in leadership, don't give up. Don't look back. Just keep focused. And together we can. Find a mentor if you need one. And we will reach the top. And my wish is to have at least by 2060 to have at least 40% of female presidents all over the world. So thank you very much. And thank you, Samantha. Sis Babs, you're the best.
26
Tazvipa nguva zvisina pressure.
26
Okay. Thank you so much. Do you have anything?
Yes, just a moment. And while it's you guys, I will play the music for you. Oh.
Baba, Namaya Dinode. Namaya Dinode. Musache